Hello, guys, and welcome back to the PREDICT Football Show. Once more, I'm here to give you 5 teams for you to play over 2.5 come this weekend. These are 5 teams I specially picked and selected that I think will actually have at least 3 goals in them individually. Last weekend, we almost won. 4 of the games we predicted entered, and just one of them narrowly missed out. Of the 5 games that we played the games between Eintracht Frankfurt and St. Pauli, Aalborg versus Lyngby, Sarpsborg versus KFUM Oslo, AZ Alkmaar versus Utrecht, and the IK series versus Elfsborg. And of these 5 games I mentioned, 4 of them entered, and the game between Eintracht Frankfurt versus St. Pauli was the only game that didn't have up to 3 goals in it. We came very close in the sense that this particular match between Eintracht Frankfurt and St. Pauli had 2 goals in it, and just one more goal to make it up to 3 denied us from winning and winning majorly. But nonetheless, I think that come this weekend, that will not be the case, as the teams that I have picked are going to play. All of them are going to play, not most of them, but all of them are hopefully going to play have up to 3 goals in them individually. So having said that, I'm going to head straight into the picks come for this weekend. So I'm going to start with the game from the Netherlands Eredivisie, in the game between Heracles and PEC Zwolle. These 2 teams are teams that are very, very good with goals in their game. PEC Zwolle are the slightly better side. Heracles are the team with significantly lesser quality. They have practically lost all but 1 game this season. They've been on a very, very horrible form, and I think that may continue this weekend, but I'm not here to talk about them winning or losing or drawing. I'm here to talk about goals, and I think that this game will have up to 3 goals, in the sense that I think that PEC Zwolle having in them to score up to 2 or even more goals, and I think that Heracles will notch a goal in this particular game. If you look at Heracles games, it's almost always has at least 3 goals in it. They've played up to 10 games this season, and at least 9 of them have had up to 3 goals in it, and I think this game will continue. That particular trend will continue in this particular game, in the sense that PEC Zwolle will score up to 2 or more, like I said earlier, and I think Heracles will score up to 1 at least. So I think that this game will have up to 3 goals in it. So I think an over 2.5 is a very, very big possibility come the end of this particular game. So the next game I have in my best slip is a game from the Swedish league, the Swedish First Division, which is the Allsvenskan League, Swedish First Division. The game between Elfsborg and AIK football. This game, in recent years, has produced up to 3 goals in it. I mean, the last 6 meetings which these 2 sides have faced against each other, 4 of these 6 games have had up to at least 3 goals or even more in them. I mean, one of the games even had up to 7 goals. So I think this game is a big possibility that it has up to 3 or even more goals in it. When you look at these 2 sides this season, I mean, the last 5 to 6 games that Elfsborg have participated in, they've had up to 2 or more goals in at least 4 of these 6 games. And I think this game is going to be having the same thing, in the sense that there will be at least 3 goals in it. When you also look at IK football individually as well, of the last 6 games that IK football have played in, at least 5 of them, which is up to, like, if I'm not wrong, statistically speaking, I should say around 85% or so of that is the case, have had up to 3 goals in it. I mean, their last game they played against Haken, they played the game 2-2, and that was 4 goals. I think this game will have at least 3 goals in it. So the game between Elfsborg and IK football, I think it will have up to over 2.5 goals in it. So do well to bet in this particular game. And then the next game I have on my slip is the game between Breda and Go Ahead Eagles. This game, this match is a match between two sides from the Dutch league, the Eredivisie proper, and I think this game will have up to at least 2.5 goals in it. When you look at these two sides, the game scream goals, and more goals. And you look at them and you see that this particular game coming this weekend should not be any different. The last 6 games in which Breda have been involved in, in fact, the last 7 even that they've been involved in have had at least 2.5 goals in it. The last game they played against Heracles was a 4-1 defeat for Breda. I mean, that's 5 goals in total. And before that was a 3-3 draw with Erenven. That's 6 goals in total in that particular match. And I think this particular match against Go Ahead Eagles would not produce anything less than 3 goals in this particular game. When you look at Go Ahead Eagles individually, you see that their games that they've been involved in, they've had at least 2.5 goals in it. In the last 6 games they've played in, 4 of the last 6 games have had at least 2 goals, at least 3 goals rather in them. They've had both teams scoring, but they've also had at least 3 goals in the games. Out of 4 of the last 6 games, they've had at least 3 goals in these games. So I think that this game between them and Breda will be seeing at least 3 goals again come the end of this particular match. So the match between Breda and Go Ahead Eagles, I think an over 2.5, it's a very, very big possibility. And I think come the end of this weekend, we are going to be seeing at least 3 goals in this particular match. Moving on to the Norwegian League, the Norwegian First Division. This is a game between Tromso and Sarpsborg. If you remember very well, Sarpsborg was in our ticket last week, and the game in which they were involved in also played. They played out I think it was a 2-1 win either for Sarpsborg or for their opponents, but there were up to 3 goals in that particular game. I think that come the end of this particular match, we'll be having up to 3 goals in it, and I'll be giving you a few stats to back up this my claim. When you look at the last 6 meetings between these two sides, at least 4 of the last 6 meetings in which two sides have faced off against each other, we've had at least 3 goals in it. When you look at this particular season, you see that of the last 6 games that Tromso have been involved in, 4 of the last 6 games have had at least 3 goals in it. You look at some of the games ending 2-3, some of the game ending 3-1. When you look at this season in particular, this season alone, you see that the games involving Tromso have had at least 3 goals in it. Of the last 6 games that they've played in, that is Tromso, 4 of the last 6 games have had up to 3 goals in it. You see the last game they played against Heracles, they won that game 3-2. That was 5 games in total in that particular match. So 4 of the last 6 games that they've been involved in have had up to 3 goals in it. And I think come the end of this weekend, this game between them and Sarpsborg is going to have up to 3 goals in it. When you look at Sarpsborg individually as well, Sarpsborg their games have had goals and much goals, even more goals than even the games involving Tromso, so to speak. The last 6 games that they've played in Sarpsborg, that is, each and every one of these 6 games have had up to 3 goals or even more. Some of them have had up to as much as 7 to 8 goals in them. I think come the end of this weekend, this game between Tromso and Sarpsborg will not fail us. This game will play at least over 2.5. It may get up to over 3.5 safe, but at least over 2.5 is a very big possibility come the end of this game, and I think that will play out come the end of this particular this weekend. And then the last game on my ticket is a game from the Danish league, the Denmark Division 1, not the Superliga, but the Division 1 in Denmark. This is a game between Middelfart and Aalborg, and this game is going to be a game full of goals. It promises to be full of goals, and many goals. I think these goals are going to be coming from mostly Aalborg, which are the away side, but I think that, which is the away side rather, but I think that this game, whether Aalborg are the ones scoring more or Middelfart are scoring more, this game is going to have at least 3 goals in it. When you look at these two sides, when you look at Middelfart on their own, Middelfart of the last 6 games that Middelfart have played in, Middelfart, the games involving them, 3 of these 6 matches have had at least over 2.5 in it. When you look at Aalborg, on the other hand, Aalborg, of the last 6 games that Aalborg have played in, each and every one of these 6 games have had up to or rather 3 goals in it. In fact, when you look at, you can even go back to the last 9 games that Aalborg have been involved in, 9 consecutive games that they've participated in, and each and every one of these 9 games that Aalborg alone have been involved in have had at least 3 goals in it. That's an incredible record. I think so. I think that this game will be the 10th game consecutively that Aalborg will be participating in, and that will have up to 3 goals or even more in it. So that is my last game in my sleep, and I think that this game will, just like the previous 4 I've mentioned, also should play out and over 2.5 come the end of this particular weekend. So I'll be doing a very, very, very quick recap for this particular one. I think that it's very proper I do that. So the first game I'm mentioning now is the game between Almelo, that is the game between Almelo and PEC Zwolle, Heracles Almelo, that is, and PEC Zwolle. That is in the game from the Eredivisie. And then the second game on my sleep is the game between Elfsborg and PEC Football. The third game on my sleep is the game between NAC Breda and Go Ahead Eagles from the Dutch Eredivisie. The fourth game is the game from the Norwegian League between Tromso and Sarpsborg. And then the last game is from the Danish League, the Denmark League, the Denmark Division 1, the game between Middelfart and Aalborg. These games are 5 games, and cumulatively they amount to about 14 to 15 odds, depending on the bookie you are booking with and you're playing your game with. So these games amount to 14 to 15 odds, 5 games, and I think these 5 games come the end of this weekend should boom and should win, and we should be congratulating each other come the end of this particular weekend. So I wish you guys good luck. Please, before you leave, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I will drop videos like this and other videos as well. Do also to share this video and share other videos as well that we post in this particular channel. Please also leave your comments in the comment section, so you tell us what you think, and also do well to like this video as well as our subsequent videos. So until the next video, guys, see you, and big good luck to you. So yeah.